Hi everyone, I'm Alice, and in this week's video we will be learning how to crochet this sunny bag. This will be a beginner friendly tutorial, but if you prefer a written pattern, I've also linked it below. Welcome to Alice's Crochet Corner. These are the materials that we will be using today. I'm also using US terminology. Without further ado, let's get started. We are going to start with a slip knot. How I like to do it is I hold the tail end of my yarn, twist my yarn, and grab the tail end of my yarn and pull through and insert my hook to finish that slip knot. Now we will be chaining the width of our bag. I am going to do a total of 37 foundation chains. Once we have finished with our 37 foundation chains, we are going to do 3 more, which brings us to a total of 40 foundation chains. For our next step, we are going to be doing a double crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. So this is our first chain, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So to do a double crochet, we wrap our yarn around our hook and insert our hook into that chain, grab a yarn and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through the other 2. So the chain 4 here does count as a stitch, so right now we actually have 2 stitches. We're going to continue on with our double crochet, so I'm going to wrap my yarn around our hook, insert my hook into that next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2 again. So for this side, we are just going to be doing a double crochet in every stitch all the way until we've reached the end of this chain, all the way until we're here, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've now worked a double crochet in every chain for this side, so we now should have a total of 37 stitches. Just as a reminder, the chain 4 that we did at the start does count as a stitch. Now in our last chain here, I've just done 1 double crochet. We want to have a total of 3, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 more double crochet in that last chain. Just like that. After doing the 3 double crochet in that last chain, on this side we should now have a total of 39 stitches. We are now going to start our next round. To do so, we're going to be working a double crochet right above, or I should say right below this stitch here. So as you can see, we've done 3 double crochet in our last stitch, so we're going to go ahead and do it in this next one. I'm just going to keep working a double crochet on every stitch for this side. So what you'll start to notice is that there is a double crochet facing each other on both sides, just like that. So we're going to go ahead and keep going with our double crochet all the way until the end, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just done 36 double crochet on this other side. In this last stitch here, you can see I've done 1 double crochet. We want a total of 2, so I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more. This brings our total stitch count to 37 for this side. Now as you remember, we have 39 on the other side, which includes the 3 double crochet that we did as part of our last round. So right now we should have a total of 76 stitches. We are now going to be doing a slip stitch to end this round. We are going to be doing a slip stitch into that 3rd chain. So this is our 1st chain, this is our 2nd chain, and that's our 3rd chain. So we're going to insert our hook into that chain, grab our yarn and pull through again. And that is what our first round of our base should look like. We will now be working on our 2nd round of the base. To do so, we are going to be chaining 4. Again, this does count as a stitch. And as you can see, the chain 4 sits nicely above this stitch here. So what we're going to be doing for this round is making sure we have a double crochet sitting above each one from the prior round, so the stitch count is going to remain the same. So first, again, we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook, insert our hook into this next double crochet, making sure we have both loops on our hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2 again. So we're just going to be continuing on with our double crochet along every stitch. And you'll start to see there's a double crochet sitting above each one. We're just going to go ahead and keep going all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. So I've now just worked a double crochet in every stitch all the way around, so we now should have a total of 76 stitches for this round. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch into the 3rd chain again. Just as a reminder, the 3rd chain is 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We insert our hook, grab our yarn and pull through again to finish our slip stitch. And there we have it, we have just finished with our base. Next, we are going to be working on the body of the bag. We're going to start by chaining 4, and this does count as a stitch. And then we are going to work 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So as you can see, we now have 3 stitches. We are going to chain 1, skip that next double crochet, the next stitch I should say, and then we're going to work another double crochet in the stitch after. So we're going to do that for a total of 3 times. As you can see, and then we are going to chain 1, skip that next stitch and work 3 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to chain 1, skip that next stitch and again work 3 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Now we chain 1. As you can see, you'll start to see the pattern form. That is going to be the pattern for the body of the bag. We're just going to go ahead and keep going all the way around, and I'll show you how to end this round. I've just worked 3 double crochet and a chain 1. What we're going to do next is we're going to skip that stitch, and we're going to be slip stitching into the 4th chain. So I'm going to help us count again. That's our 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th chain. We're going to insert it into that chain, grab our yarn and pull through again. Gorgeous. So you can see the pattern of our bag forming. The lighting might make it a bit hard to see, but yeah, it's going to be 3 double crochet, a chain 1 and skip a stitch. I'm going to show you how to start the next round again. We're going to chain 4. This does count as a stitch. And then we are just going to work 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. I'm going to chain 1. We're going to skip a stitch and work 3 double crochet. Chain 1 and then 3 double crochet in the next 3. So what you'll notice is that there's always going to be a double crochet sitting above each other. So what I mean by that is the 3 double crochet, they sit right above the one from the prior round, so the pattern's going to be consistent. I'm going to chain 1, skip that next stitch and work another 3 double crochet. And just like that. So it's going to be our pattern for this round again, and we're just going to keep going all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just worked our pattern all the way around. I've just finished with my 3 double crochet and a chain 1. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch into that 4th chain. So that's our 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Insert our hook, grab our yarn and pull through. Just like that. This is what your bag should be looking like right now. And so I'm just going to go ahead and keep repeating exactly what I've done for the last 2 rounds until I've reached the desired height for my bag, and I'll meet you when we're finished. I've just finished with the body of the bag. I end up doing a total of 14 rows. Next, we are going to be working on the hem. This is going to be very similar to what we've been doing, but we're going to be doing a double crochet in every stitch, so we won't be skipping any stitches. To start, we are again going to be chaining 4. This will count as a stitch, and we're just going to be working a double crochet in every stitch. So instead of skipping this stitch, we're going to be working a double crochet into it. Make sure that we have 2 loops on our hook when we insert our hook into that stitch. We're just going to finish with that double crochet. So we're just going to keep going. Gorgeous. So this is what it's going to start to look like. We're just going to keep going all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just finished with a double crochet in every stitch. Now we're going to end this round by doing a slip stitch. Again, I'm going to be inserting my hook into that 4th chain, grabbing the yarn, and grabbing it through again, just like that. So this is what our bag is looking like at the moment. Oh, got some fluff. It's looking very, very pretty. We are now going to be working on the bag strap. As you can see, I've laid the bag nice and flat. What we're going to be doing is starting on our left hand side. You'll see that as we had the bag laid flat, the group of 3 double crochet sits like this on the edge. That's where we're going to be attaching our strap. I'm going to start by inserting our hook right above, so in this stitch here, right above where the first double crochet starts for the group of 3. I'm going to grab our yarn and pull up a loop. I am going to chain 2. This does not count as a stitch, this is just an increase, so we will be working a double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to work 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And so you'll see that the strap essentially sits above the group of 3 double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2 and turn our bag, and we're going to work 3 double crochet. So as I said at the start, the chain 2 is just an increase, so we will be doing a double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to work another 2 double crochet, and you'll start to see the bag form, or the bag strap forming. And so we're just going to keep repeating until we've reached the desired length for our strap. I'm going to show you again. We're going to chain 2, turn our bag, insert our hook and do 3 double crochet. And so that is our strap forming. I've just finished with the bag strap. I ended up doing a total of 32 rows. We're now going to attach the strap onto the other side of the bag. I think it's much easier to do this when the bag is inside out. So I'm just going to flip the bag to be inside out. Just like that. And then we're going to align the bag strap onto the other side. We're going to be doing it exactly the same as how we did it from the start. We attached the strap from the first group of 3 double crochet when we lay the bag flat. As you can see, when we lay the bag flat here, that we have the group of 3 double crochet on the edge. So we're just going to be attaching the bag strap on top of the stitches like that. So you'll see what I mean as I do it. I'm going to insert my hook through the bag, and I'm also going to do it through the strap. So you can see this is the group of 3 double crochet that is on the edge. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through the bag strap and the bag. And then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do another single crochet in that same stitch. So again, I'm going to insert it through the bag and through the bag strap again and do a single crochet, and then we're going to do 2 single crochet. So we're inserting our hook into that next stitch, doing exactly the same thing, and then doing it again on the 3rd stitch as well. Just like that. You can see that it's nice and secure. Actually, I think this one's not the 3rd. Yeah. So I want to do a single crochet in that last stitch again. I just realized that it only grabbed one of the loops and not both the loops. So through the hook for the bag and also through the bag strap, making sure I have both loops on my hook, and then finish with my single crochet. Much better. So you can see that it's nice and secure. I'm not going to cut my yarn yet. I just want to make sure that it's nice and even and flat. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm really loving how it's turning out. It's beautiful. Great, so once you are happy with how it looks, we are going to cut our yarn. I'm going to leave a little bit so that we can weave it in. And then we're going to fasten off by pulling our yarn out. I'm going to turn my bag right side facing out again, just so I can admire it a little bit before I weave in the ends. It's gorgeous, I'm loving it. This next part is a little bonus if you prefer to have a drawstring as well, just so that the bag can be really secure as you use it. I'm actually going to be using a ribbon as the drawstring, but I do want to show you briefly how to create a drawstring. It's going to be exactly the same as how we've started. We're going to create a slip knot, and this is what I do for all my drawstrings. I just do my foundation chains like this, and that is my drawstring. And so if you are using a drawstring, I would recommend doing a total of 90, because that will wrap around the bag nicely, but you can also do more if you like, but that's just so that you can see how a drawstring is created if you were to opt for using yarn. So using my ribbon or your drawstring, I am actually going to be inserting it from the middle of the bag, and I'm going to go under the first group of 3 double crochet, and then I'm going to go over the 3 double crochet and then under again. So this is what it will look like. And so I'm just going to keep going all the way around, and then I'm going to stop here once I've looped all the way around and show you what I mean. So I've just finished it with the ribbon. As you can see, I've looped it all the way around, and we can use this to just tighten the top of our bag so that the things don't fall out. Oh my gosh, it's looking so pretty. Beautiful. Once we are happy with where the bag is at, we're going to weave in our ends to finish the project. Now we're going to weave in our ends. It's probably easier to turn the bag inside out as well. I'm just going to do the ones that I can see first. There's no specific way that I like to do this. I just want to put it underneath as many stitches as possible. I definitely don't want to undo any of our hard work. The worst thing is when our bag starts to unravel because we haven't weaved in our ends properly. I've definitely done that before. And so we're just going through as many stitches as possible. Beautiful. I'm going to cut our yarn. So go ahead and do the same thing for the other tail ends to finish our project. Beautiful. We are all done, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate you being here, and most importantly, I hope you enjoy your new bag, and I'll see you in next week's tutorial. Thank you. Bye.